10 years ago today, horror struck Chattanooga as a terrorist killed 5 service members. These were 4 U.S. Marines: Sergeant Carson Holmquist, Staff Sergeant David Wyatt, Lance Corporal Skip Wells, and Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Sullivan, along with Naval Second Class Officer Randall Smith. News 12's Nick Hill has a timeline of the day with one witness who recalled firing upon the gunman. Nick.
Tributes lay at the site of where Chattanooga's worst nightmare began on July 16, 2015. What transpired here and a few miles up Highway 153 would forever change our community.
We come up front, and about that time we started hearing the gunfire. Bang, 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 bang. Then it slowed a while, then bang, 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 bang.
Authorities say Mohammed Abdulaziz began his attack on the Armed Forces Career Center on Lee Highway at 10:30 that morning. He fired up to 45 rounds from a rented vehicle. No one was killed at that location. Then he proceeded to the Naval Reserve Center on Amnicola Highway. Retired Naval Commander Tim White was working at the center that day and had a strange dream before coming in.
In that dream, I was talking to a man who was holding a weapon with a group of people behind him also holding weapons.
He said the dream highlighted rising anxieties he had about the threat of terrorism against military institutions.
We were very vulnerable to attack, and I was concerned about that vulnerability to the point that I was actually bringing a weapon with me into work to try to, if we did come under attack, to try to defend my people.
He was not allowed to have that weapon, but it proved necessary after a car crashed into the Reserve Center's parking lot.
Pulled out my weapon, an extra magazine, and when I stood up with that weapon, the terrorist was on the sidewalk, running down the sidewalk, running towards the entrance of our Reserve Center.
He noticed the suspect had an assault rifle and was wearing a bulletproof vest.
So I raised my weapon, shot at him as quickly as I could, as many times as I could, thinking that he would drop from getting hit by my rounds or maybe turn towards me and start firing at me. And neither of those things happened. He just continued running down the sidewalk.
He says the gravity of the situation became clear quickly.
Then when I pulled that weapon out, I thought, I'm definitely going to get fired for this and probably going to go to jail. And then when I saw the terrorist, I thought, well, I'm probably going to die during this attack, so neither of those things really matter anymore.
At that point, the suspect went through the building, first attacking the naval side, then the marine side, killing the fallen 5. Chattanooga police showed up and killed the suspect. Lieutenant Commander White says he has never felt so helpless.
And as I waited behind his vehicle for the next 10 minutes, hearing him shoot inside the building and outside of the building, at one point actually shooting towards Officer O'Brien and me, it was the longest 10 minutes of my life, not knowing where Petty Officer Smith was or the other sailors, not knowing where the Marines were, if they were safe, and just praying that everything was okay.
In the years following the terrorist attack, there have been many tributes to the fallen 5, including this mural right behind me on Macaulay Avenue. It is a reminder that as a city, we will always be Chattanooga strong. Reporting in Chattanooga, Nick Hill,